What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to another recap of Siesta Key, which premiered on Tuesday, January 29th on MTV. So the show starts off with Juliet and Amanda meeting on a swinging park bench so she can tell her that Alex told her how Chloe really feels about him. So Alex and Juliet is planning a trip to Miami. And Chloe already knows that she probably won't be invited. Kara also mentioned that she's going to mess around with Alex's head a little bit because it's fun. And she also knows that he still has a thing for her. He makes it so obvious every time they're in each other's company. And I'm like, why does she do things like that? Like, why? Like, leave him alone. You see he's in a relationship. Have some respect for yourself and go find your own boyfriend. And then she mentions that she knows that he has a thing for her. She has a thing for him as well, because what's the reason to even want to play these type of games with somebody who you already know is involved with someone else? Just messy. So Alex's dad is taking him car shopping, and he's test driving a Bentley, and he said that the car cost $250,000, but he has to keep the promise of keeping his grades up before it's officially his. And we know that Alex is in college, he's in law school, and he's preparing himself to take the bar exam. And I wish him luck with that. His dad is advising him to take it kind of slow with Juliet, because, you know, he's young and he's in college, and he want him to be able to focus more on studying. He don't want, you know, him to fail his exam and stuff by putting more of his attention towards being in a relationship and the pressures from a relationship. Now, this is something that, to me, Alex needs to bring up to Juliet's attention, because the way she talks, she already is claiming him to be her future husband. So both of them needs to slow down and focus on education and, you know, their future before they worry about being such a serious couple. And just, you know, like, have fun. So Brandon is in a studio, and he's thinking about collaborating with a singer named Elena, I think. And the music producer, he was listening to some of her music or whatever, and he was like, he definitely think that it'll be a good fit for Brandon and that he should go for it. So she walks in, and he's giving her like this little interview on her music business industry, history and everything before they go in. And I must say, she sounded good when she got on the microphone. She sounded good until the music went off, and I was like, okay, so what just happened? And it wasn't like auto-tune, but it's like, what just happened? She was just sounding good a minute ago. So anyway, so Alex makes it over to Juliet's house, and he brought her coffee and I think bagels. And she said, imagine dating the richest guy in town who's got his third most expensive car. And she was like, his car costs more than my parents' house. And I'm like, why do he even need 3 cars? He's a college kid. Like, what? I don't know, but I guess that's what you do when your dad's money right. So Brandon's party is coming up, and it's going to be on a beach. And Juliet, she plans on confronting Chloe about it. So this is what her and Alex is talking about in her room. And Alex was like, just pretty much thinking that it's a bad idea, or, you know, just knowing where it's going to go. It's going to just cause more chaos. And so we know Juliet, she don't care. She going to do it anyway, especially since he told her last week that Chloe is in love with him. And this is why she starts so much, you know, mess in between him and whoever it is he's dating at the time. So Ben has made it back in town. And him and Madison are together. She seemed happy to see him. He's happy to see her. And then they go for a walk on the beach. And she's telling him about her old high school sweetheart, Jared, that's in town. And she was like, well, we just friends now, and you really don't have nothing to worry about, to make a long story short, because he had that worrying look on his face for a minute. And I'm like, he was looking like, so what is that supposed to mean? So Ben said that he's gonna put forth the effort to come to town more often. And it kind of seemed like that, I don't know, to me, like they just kind of forcing themselves to be in a relationship. It's just like something is missing between those two. I don't know. But Jared said the last person on his mind is Alex, because he was asked about like going to Brandon's party and how he gonna feel being in his company. So he was like, well, Alex is the last person on my mind. I don't care about none of that stuff. And I don't even know, if I was Jared, I wouldn't even go to Brandon's party, best friend or good friend or not, especially how he left him hanging at Alex's party when they crowded him. So everybody has made it to Brandon's 70s birthday theme party. And I'm like, I won't be surprised if the mess starts like soon as everybody arrive. But it was pretty cool for me, and everybody was enjoying themselves, mingling and stuff like that. Alex and Jared, they met up and was talking and stuff, and about the fact that they have mutual friends. So it's going to be kind of hard to avoid each other, because they're going to keep running into each other. And I noticed one thing about Alex is that he act like Jared is supposed to kind of kiss up behind him or something to be cool with him. And I like that Jared has made it clear to him that he's not no kiss ass. He's just there to enjoy his summer. He don't have none of that other mess on his mind. So that's what it is. So Alex is like, all right, well, cool. So I'll toast to that. Like if he like, I'm going to be cool with you, man. No, don't make it seem like that he was like, well, whatever it is you want, I'm going to do. You know, like, no, he was just pretty much saying, I don't give a damn how you feel about me. I'm not here to kiss up to you or be your friend. I'm just trying to enjoy my summer here. And I like how he has made that clear to him. He told him that before. And so, Jared and Kara, they start mingling, and then Elena, or however you pronounce her name, she shows up and she's talking to Brandon, and she's the one who she's gonna end up being on his next album or whatever, or next mixtape. And then they were talking, and she's like, you seeing somebody? And then after that, that's when Brandon's girlfriend walks up. And I was like, they was just about to get cozy in a conversation. These dudes here, they just not to be trusted. Like they all just mess around with each other. And then it looks like Garrett and Kara are trying to hook up on the slick. Meanwhile, further down the beach, we see Garrett and Kelsey. So, I mean, I'm just confused myself. So, I guess this was Garrett and Carol talking at first. Yeah. So, I'm going to backtrack. It was Garrett and Carol talking. And Brandon was mingling with Elena until his girlfriend walked up. And then Garrett and Carol, they still talking. And like I say, meanwhile, further down the beach, we see Jared and Kelsey, you know, just being playful by the water, and he picking her up, throwing her over his shoulder like he gonna throw her in the water. So Juliet confronts Chloe about bringing Kara to the party, and then Chloe just shut her all the way down and even mentioned, you need to be happy that you're even with Alex, because if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have none of this stuff that he's giving you. I'm like, girl, you're giving yourself way too much credit. And then she even told Juliet, you better watch your back. Like, what is that supposed to mean? So the day after that, we see Garrett and Kara hanging out. And then Chloe, she goes to pay Alex a visit. And he told her that she need to just be careful and stuff, because she's starting a lot of mess with Juliet and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, well, I'm fed up with her too. And then she mentions that she have an issue with the way that he told Juliet about her having feelings for him. And I'm like, well, it's the truth, and he's supposed to do that. That's his girlfriend. I mean, you're not supposed to have any secrets. And she was like, this is a sensitive subject for me. And I'm like, girl, shut up. And then she says that and Juliet is going around talking behind my back. And I'm like, well, you started this mess. And so he was like, look, I don't have time for this. I'm kind of sick of it. All I'm going to tell you is Juliet, my girlfriend, I want you to make things better for her because I'm taking her to Miami. And if you want to be invited, you're going to have to go make things good with her before you can come. And she's just sitting up there looking all sad like, so I'm like, I'm going to see how this is going to go. And I'm noticing like how Chloe is laying across Alex's bed. That Alex have like way too many female friends or exes. I don't know. But I don't know. It just looked like the history between him and Chloe. I guess Juliet, she know that she can trust him with Chloe because he's not going there no time soon with her. And that's no shade. I'm just saying it just seems like that they're going to be friends forever no matter who comes and goes. So Chloe is still running her mouth to Kara and the black chick. I'm sorry, I don't know her name because she haven't been that vocal on the show. But Chloe have a hard time staying in her place. And then Kelsey, they're all at the beach and stuff like that. And she asks Ben, if y'all are single, so does that mean that y'all could hook up with whoever? And he was like, it was just like an awkward silence. And Madison is looking like, please say that you don't want to hook up with anybody. And it just seemed like she's just so insecure and everything. And he was just saying, well, we're good with the way things, I just want us to be happy with whatever's going on with us. And I don't know. She just looks like a hopeless romantic. I hope she find the right one for her someday. And so what else has happened? So Alina and Brandon, they're together. She's showing off her vocals for him over the piano. Then he gets a FaceTime call from his girlfriend, and she looking like, can I talk to you privately? So she's checking him about being with her a little bit too much. So he was like, look, this is work. And so you need to quit tripping now. This is work and nothing serious going on between me and her. And I doubt that it's going to just stay work. Like, for how long is this going to be like that? And so they're at the saloon, and Chloe, she comes in the saloon. Alex and Paulie is there and Juliet, and she asks to talk to Juliet. So they go outside and talk, and they kind of talk about everything. And then she was like, well, me and Alex been friends for years, and that's in the past. And I just did that just to get under their skin and make you mad from the way you treated him in the past. And that was it. She was like, so it was out of love. So can we just be friends again? I just want everything to be good. Can we be friends again? Are we cool now? And they just kind of hugged it out. And that was pretty much it, you guys. That was pretty much it. Other than Paulie. Paulie gets on my nerves. He was like, you always wanting stuff from Alex, but you never give him anything. And I'm like, well, that's his girlfriend. What do you have to do with it? And then I learned that Alex and Paulie are cousins. I didn't know that until he mentioned it tonight. But I don't know. But Alex and Juliet, they got into it. That's how the episode came to an end. Because Alex, he was like telling Juliet that she's a brat. She's spoiled. And do you know I do this and that for you? And she's like, could you please stop throwing in my face what you do for me? It's like you want me to pay you back. So she's crying, and that's how it came to an end. So if y'all enjoyed this recap, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And I want to thank you all for watching. I really enjoyed doing these recaps for Siesta Key. I hope that I can do numbers on this. Or if not, I'm going to have to cancel, as I will, the Real Housewives of Atlanta soon. Because I see the numbers are not going up like they were at first when I was able to give like the still slide of the show. And I kind of knew this was going to happen. But anyway, if you all enjoyed this video, like I said, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.